Hi, and welcome to our video on two-point perspective practice. In this video, we'll see what happens when you take a two-point perspective object and you place it above, below, and under the horizon. To get started, you will need a ruler, a pencil, and a piece of paper. In previous videos, we've talked about the formula for two-point perspective and the steps that are involved. To see these videos on two-point perspective or to learn about one-point perspective, you'll find the links in the description below. The first step in drawing two-point perspective is to draw the horizon line. The horizon line is also a horizontal line. The horizon line is very important because it is the eye line of the viewer and determines where the vanishing points go. So step 2 then is to add the vanishing points as far away from each other as you can get them on your paper. Step 3 in two-point perspective is to draw the front edge of the object. The front edge of the object will be a vertical line. Draw your vertical line right through the horizon line. Step 4 is to connect the top and bottom of your front edge to both vanishing points. You can see here that my ruler is connected to the top and to the vanishing point on the right and the left, but I'm not drawing my orthogonal line all the way to the vanishing point. I'm just going to draw as far as I want my shape to go. Step 5 is to end with parallel lines. Parallel lines in this case are going to be vertical lines because they're parallel to the front edge, which is a vertical line. You should end with 2 parallel lines. And this three-dimensional shape is now complete. Let's try that one more time the same way. Draw another front edge right through the horizon line. This time, try it on your own. Pause the video and see if you can remember the formula. Okay, so we have 2 three-dimensional shapes on the horizon line. You can see that we can't see the top or the bottom of them. Now let's try the same formula, but draw our front edge below the horizon. After you draw the front edge, you connect the front edge to both vanishing points. So you should have 4 orthogonal lines. Then add 2 parallel lines, which are also vertical lines because they're parallel to the front edge. And because this shape is below the horizon line, below our eye level, we have an extra step that we didn't have to do with the first 2 shapes. In this step, you're going to connect the corner on one side to the vanishing point on the opposite side, and then repeat that step, creating crisscross orthogonal lines. Where those lines meet, you have the end of your shape. Try that again on your own. Remember, in two-point perspective, the only types of lines you're dealing with are your vertical lines and your orthogonal lines. If it's not a vertical line, that line should be touching a vanishing point. And lastly, let's see what happens to shapes that are above the horizon line. Remember, we already have our horizon line, our 2 vanishing points, so step 3 is to draw the front edge. Then step 4 is to connect the front edge, the top of it and the bottom of it, to both vanishing points. You should have 4 orthogonal lines in this step. Step 5 is parallel lines, which are vertical lines. And again, because this shape is above the horizon, we will see the bottom of it. That means the last step, step 6, will be crisscross orthogonal lines. Connect the corner of your object to the vanishing point on the right, connect the other corner on the right to the vanishing point on the left, and where they touch is the end of your shape. In this case, as in others, our shapes overlapped each other, so we didn't actually see that connection, which is okay because when objects overlap anyway, it already creates extra depth and space. Try it on your own, see if you can remember the formula. And that's it. You have now successfully practiced two-point perspective. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow us at Art Teacher Fusion.